right, I want you to write your name on your notes page. We're going to do some of these problems as practice problems together today before I have you try some on your own. So, write your formula at the top of your paper so you don't forget it. A equals 1/2 base times height. Let's start with number 4. We have 1/2 times 10 times 15. I reversed those. I did height times base. It's fine. Okay? They don't give you a ton of room to write here, but we're just going to write wherever we can. So, I'm going to do 15 times 10. I know that's 0, 0, 0, 5, 1. And I get 150. Now I have to divide by what? 2 every time. So 150 divided by 2. How many times can 2 go into 15?
7 times.
7 times, and we get 14. We subtract and we get 10, and 2 can go into 10 5 times. So A equals 75 centimeters. Okay, number 5. We write our equation, 1/2 24 times 20. Remember the little trick that I had just taught you? That whenever you multiply any number times something with a 0, just multiply it like normal and add the 0 on at the end. So what is 24 times 2? 48. So now we just add on that 0. 24 times 20 would be 480. So now we just have to divide 480 by 2. 2 goes into 4 2 times evenly. 2 goes into 8 4 times evenly. And 2 goes into 0 0 times. So A equals 240 feet. Number 6. This is what I am talking or was talking about when we did our little notebook page, is that sometimes when you get in upper grades, you'll see, like on this triangle, they drew these invisible little lines to get to an angle to get our height. Well, in some triangles in the future, they're going to give you the measurement of this, and you have to figure out what the base would be by subtracting whatever this amount is. But in 6th grade, we just take the numbers that we get and plug them in. Okay? So we have 1/2 times base, which is 12, times 17. So I'm going to scoot over here and do 12 times 17. 7 times 2 is 14. Carry my 1. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 1 is 8. Add my 0. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. I add them up, and I get 204. So now I have 1/2 times 204. So I have to divide. I'm going to do it down here, so my answer runs up right here. 2 into, or 204 divided by 2. 2 goes into 2 1 time. 2 goes into 0 0 times. 2 goes into 4 2 times, so it's 102 inches. Notice, guys, I'm not doing the whole -2, because if it goes in evenly, you don't need to. You really only have to do that when it's going to have a remainder. When it goes in even, we don't have to do any of that. Okay, number 7. Notice on number 7, our triangle is flipped. Does that matter?
No.
Nope, doesn't matter. This triangle doesn't matter that it's flipped. This is still the base, even though it's upside down. We could just turn our paper like that. Now it's base. Okay, so it doesn't matter that it's flipped. Your base is whatever the flat angle is. And in 6th grade, they pretty much give it to you. So our formula is 1/2 18 times 32. So we're going to start by multiplying 18 times 32. And we get 576. I'm going to put my paper on the back real quick because I'm kind of out of room. You've got space on the back if you need to do that. So I have to divide 576 by 2. This time I do have to write all of it because can 2 go into 5 evenly? No. It goes in 2 times and it's 4. So we have a remainder of 1 and now we bring down our 7. How many times does 2 go into 17? 8 times, which is 16. We have a remainder of 1. We bring down our 6 and now it goes in evenly with 8 times. So our area for that problem is 288 feet. All right. Look at number 8. Says, what is the area of a triangle that has a base of 15 1/4 inch and a height of 18 inches? Well, I can't multiply that without converting this to what? It's already in a fraction. No, because this isn't a fraction. No. What do I need to do with that? 1/4. Make it a decimal. Okay. So I'm going to have 1/2 times, what is 1/4 as a decimal? 0.25. So it's going to be 15.25 times 18. Okay. I'm going to put mine on the back to have space for that. So I'm going to do 15.25 times 18. Well, I know 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 2 is 16 plus 4 is 20. 8 times 5 is 40 plus 2 is 42. 8 times 1 is 8 plus 4 is 12. Add 0. 1 times 5 is 5. 2, 5, 1. Now I add them up. 0, 5, 4, 7, 2. Remember with decimals, you have to look at how many decimal places you had in your problem. This one, the decimal point's here, so I don't have to go anywhere. This one, I have to move it 1, 2 times, so I bring that down and go 1, 2 times here. So now I have 1/2 times 274.5. Divide by 2. 274.5 divided by 2. 2 goes into 2 1 time. 2 goes into 7 3 times, which is 6. I get a remainder of 1. I bring down my 4. 2 goes into 14 7 times. It's exactly 14. I bring down my 5. 2 goes into 5 2 times. And also, guys, we forgot to just move our decimal point up. Our decimal point just goes right on top. We have a remainder of 1, so we add a 0, and we get 25. Because that makes sense, because half of 50 is 25. So our answer is 137.25 inches. All right. Your independent work for today is the backside of your paper. You have 5 questions that you're going to answer based on area.